Welcome back to Revolu Lab, and here we go. I'm going to introduce the most important person here today, which is Tito Magneto.
Thank you, Tito, for joining us today.
He's doing so much today.
He's looking coy and he's flirting a little bit with the camera, guys, but don't worry, it's still Tito.
And then we're going to move to Big Rob. Big Rob's joining us today.
In place of Peter, who could not make it.
Yep. And then we got Hector.
Sir.
You know Hector.
A staple.
And me.
Any fan.
And here we go. We're going to talk about mental health. I think mental health is obviously an important subject for all of us. Yeah. And I know I struggle with mental health every single day. And
it seems to be a taboo topic when it comes to men. Nowadays, a woman can say, I feel depressed today. And, the amount of support that comes out, as it should be, they deserve it. Anybody going through those situations.
I think we all deserve it.
Yeah. But, when it comes to men, it's like we're supposed to be the protectors, the tough guys. So it's like we're not allowed to be vulnerable a lot of times. So we stuff it down and stuff it down and stuff it down until it becomes something that you can't control and these horrible things happen. Mm-hmm. So I think the conversation around mental health in men is something that we need to visit more. I think it's great that we've gotten to a point where women can discuss it freely, but I think it needs to be something that men can discuss freely, and I don't think we're at that point yet in this country.
Completely agree. And you know where it is actually, to me, my opinion is worse. To me, it was in the military, bro, because
100%.
When I was in the freaking military, you're, like you said, you're supposed to be strong, you're supposed to be rock. Mm-hmm. You cannot show emotions. Bro, it's crazy. Just to get help, and then they see you as weak. Yeah. Like you said, it's tough, man. It's tough. So I can imagine, the stuff that you deal with out here versus what I dealt with in the military when, you're supposed to be that rigid person.
Yeah.
And even but we're not. We're vulnerable. We're all vulnerable. Yeah. Men, women, kids, we're all vulnerable. So
even coming home from the military, you had more mental health on top of that.
Mm-hmm. True. Completely agree.
Because, I remember
it's an adjustment.
Yeah, I remember when my stepfather came home from the military and told us some stories. It's he had to get help.
Yeah. You can't unsee some of the shit that these guys see.
Even being in 9/11, he's still getting help from that,
Listen, I wasn't in the military during 9/11. We were in New York. Damn. And I feel like I need therapy just for that time in my life. That was just a crazy, crazy time.
He was NYPD, so
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
wow,
that totally makes sense.
So that's double whammy. So military plus NYPD. Damn, that's tough.
And the difference, I think, between how can I put this without sounding sexist? Because I don't mean to be, but it's just we have these social roles. It's just the way we've been raised. But whatever the situation is, my point is that a woman has these feelings, depression, whatever there might be, she comes out, and as I said earlier, everybody's kind of there to support her. And when it comes to men, like, people don't understand that this is how I feel as a father and someone who suffers from depression and who has a wife and a child and a house and a mother who you take care of. It's like, the pressure comes from you having the people that you care about the most directly depending on you for their daily well-being, for their survival. And it's like you have to be the provider, the protector. And nowadays, especially I have a girl, like I have to be that supportive ear. You have to have those emotions, but it's like outward. You're there to support them. When it comes to you, sometimes I wake up and I just feel like, I need a hug.
I need a break.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I need, can the universe cut me a break? Yeah. And who do you talk to about that? As a man, like,
exactly.
Who do you talk to about
exactly. That? It's a great question.
Who do you talk to? Who do I go to talk to?
Yeah.
I can talk to my wife. Don't get me wrong. My wife is very supportive. But there's an inability for her to see my perspective because she's a girl. She's a woman. She has, you get what I mean? It's like I always feel like it's twice on us, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm not saying that I'm right, but I feel that there's more pressure on us because of that, because of all the roles that we have to fill.
And I think it goes back to, like you said, who do we talk to? It's like if you bring it up to a friend, you feel like sometimes you feel
What are you, gay?
that shame, or you feel less of, or weak.
Yeah.
So you don't want to portray that, and you don't want to share. You don't want to
wanna
burden,
share that.
and you don't want to burden anybody else with more weight, because you know your friends are probably dealing with the same
their own things.
crap
Yeah. We're all
that
dealing with something.
we are, being a head of a family, or trying to take care of our family, or whatever it might be. That's just how it is, man. It's tough. It's tough. And like you said, who do we talk to?
Yeah.
Do you go to church? You go talk to counselors, and then you go back cycle.
Yeah.
Tough.
And I mean, I went through some really dark years. It was really bad. Medication was involved for a long time, for a while. I don't feel like it helped much. I think what helped much was, with me personally, was a little clarity. My daughter helped me tremendously. As it seems as she got older, I was able to deal a little bit more. And I don't know if that comes from the sense of responsibility, or if that just comes from realizing that there's more than just the pressures that I put on myself. And she's kind of a representation of success for me. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like she's a constant reminder that I've done something good in this life. And I give myself a little more credit and a little more self-worth. But there's days that you get up and you feel like, I don't know how I'm going to make it through this day. It's like the boulders are on your back. And as men, I don't feel that we discuss that enough amongst each other. And I think we should begin to encourage that amongst each other. I know personally, I'm able to talk about it now, but he's known me my whole life. He didn't know that I suffered from depression until like 5 or 6 years ago that I was able to say something about it. Yeah. Nobody knew. And there was weeks on end that I would sit on a couch in my house in the dark in New York and not come out, call out of work, and just be in this really, really dark place. And it's something that nobody knew that I was dealing with.
It's because we're made made like that, and we're not made to share. At least my opinion. I'm not made. I wasn't made to show my emotions, my feelings. So we are so cooped up as men that we're like, like women say, I want a sensitive guy. You really,
To a certain extent, they want a sensitive guy, right?
Yes,
exactly.
Because if a guy's a little too effeminate or a little too connected to his emotions, then he goes into the realm of being a pussy. Or
exactly, you're too weak.
Call him. Yeah, you're too weak.
Yep.
And that comes from growing up as a kid. So, like for me, my uncles, my father, any man that was a person in my life, a role model or whatever.
Yeah,
those were the men that would tell you, man up.
Yeah, don't cry.
Men don't cry.
Men don't cry. You know what? Go over there. Yeah. Be a man.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that brings a person down, especially if you're 8, 9, 10 years old.
These emotions are all you know because you're feeling them.
Yeah, that's all you can think about, and them telling you this, it makes you feel like
I guess I'm not a man.
I'm not a man.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Like,
and that's when you go and close up, and that's when you don't talk to people. That's when you don't share. That's when. But then you're bottling all that stuff up.
Yep. And
you're bottling. Guess what happens when you bottle everything?
You end up like Chris Benoit.
Yeah. Eventually it's going to blow up.
I know that's not a joke. I'm not making light of that situation. But again, I know that his situation had a lot to do with the steroids and drugs that he was taking. But still, it's that rage that you feel as a man. Listen, I can honestly tell you that I've been so angry in situations with strangers that I clearly thought I was going to kill somebody. Like, that's the rage that you have inside. And whatever triggers that, it may have nothing to do with the reason that rage is there, but it is a trigger, and all that pours out. Yeah. And it's like, if we don't have these conversations, bad things can happen.
We lose control.
Yeah.
That's all the bottled in emotions and torture and mental health shit that you're going through.
Yeah.
And if you don't talk about that with anybody, for me, like, I suffer from it,
I think we all do. We all do, because I do also. So
I
just being honest.
Growing up, I had a rough growing up. I had an 18-year relationship that was very hard.
Wow.
It ended really bad.
Wow.
Fuck that bitch. But my wife now, I'm so glad. I'm so happy for my wife.
No hay mal que por bien no venga, like they say in Spanish.
Yes.
Because those who
So-
don't know.
Like you say, you go through rough patches, but there's always
A light at the end of the tunnel.
yeah.
And that was your light.
Like, she's my light. She's my light. My kids, my boys, they're always of what I always wanted in a family and a wife. And she's the perfect person for me.
That's awesome, man.
You know what I mean? So some of my mental health has been okay because of my wife, but I still suffer.
But she listens to you.
She listens.
Yeah.
But you know something? That's my wife.
Yeah.
She can't help some of the things that are going on in my head.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely agree.
Because I'm a man.
Yeah.
She's not a man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm basically gonna go find the help that I need.
Yeah.
You know, because there's things that I need to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a professional
Might be able to help
might be able to help me.
Yeah.
You know,
And
And
I
it's-
encourage it.
And it's
To
great.
everybody.
And it's great that you say might, because I've had plenty of professionals that don't.
They can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
They
have to find
cannot.
it's like a partner. You have to find the right
you
one.
have to find the right one.
Exactly. Exactly. And
So I tell you that because one of my DJ friends that I play on his radio station, he's a psychiatrist.
oh, wow.
So he's like, call me anytime.
Awesome.
You know, so I call him from time to time when I'm having a trouble or if I'm thinking about something. Yo, I need your help real quick. Am I gonna be all right with this? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, bro, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be cool. You're gonna get through it. You know, and don't worry about it. You just get to go through your shit, and that everything will come out on top like it's been doing for you.
Like it's the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, but don't worry. That's the shit. We got to talk to somebody else besides our
Our
Yeah.
family members.
our family
Yeah, yeah.
members.
Outside of our circle.
Even sometimes he tells me things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can take it in. Sometimes I don't know what to tell him.
Yeah, because
We don't know.
Yeah.
We're not trained.
Yeah.
We're not trained. We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just listen to him.
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to vent.
Yeah.
And I vent on him.
Yeah.
He knows. I tell him fucking earful because I'm feeling something and I need to say something to somebody. He'll listen to me, but it's not the same.
As, yeah.
As-
because
the way
again,
I-
I don't know. What
Yeah.
do I say?
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because we were talking about this morning. We were on the phone or the other, I don't know if it was this morning, yesterday, but I remember he said something like, oh shit, if I could see my grandmother, what would I say? And I told him, and I made a joke, and I said I would ask my grandmother how come she hates me. Or how come she hated me? And he was like, damn, bro, you've been through some shit. And I think about it, and my wife tells me all the time, because I'll tell her stories that I'll see as a joke, and my wife will be like, bro, that's fucking crazy. Like, just an example, I went to North Carolina for my niece's wedding. I know I talked about it before. But me and my wife were sitting in the car afterwards, doing what you do that involved the
I gotcha.
smoketh.
Sending
and
signals,
just
smoke
talking,
signals.
and I had
Yep.
and I saw that side of my family, and whenever I do, that kind of brings up the past because my brother who passed away now was like my father's son, but I was like the illegitimate, like he had his own family, just a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, long story short, it just brings up stories, right? Start thinking about the past and whatever. So not my biological father, but my father, the man who raised me. I was telling my wife, like, oh, he used to do some really, funny stuff. This is what I'm telling my wife at the time. Well, he used to have insomnia, so he felt like if he couldn't sleep, then we shouldn't sleep. So he used to wake me up by wrapping me in a blanket and throwing me in a pool while I was sleeping.
Oh,
So
shit.
I'd wake up, and my wife is like, bro, that's abuse. And I'm like, nah, I just saw it as a joke. And then you realize,
That's
fuck,
abuse.
no, that's abuse.
Yes,
and
that's
then
completely
it wasn't just that. Like, he'll do other things. Like, he used to collect, like, scary masks and stuff. And we were kids, and he used to, like, put them with recordings. He had mad recording devices and with scary noises in the closet. So we'd wake up and see this. Like, these are all traumatizing things that I wonder why I have issues sleeping at night. Like, if my wife walks in a room while I'm sleeping
You get scared?
and wakes me up, I wake up ready to fight.
Oh, I do that.
And
but
I
it's for other
wonder
reasons.
why. And like, I never connected the two. So it's like this past trauma that I don't even identify as trauma. You get what I mean?
but it
Years
has
later, but
affected
it
you.
is trauma. And I realize that now. And there's so much other stuff. Like, my mom was awesome. My mom was great. But my mom was she grew up in the fucking South Bronx, and she was raising two men. And she did a great job, in my opinion. But like what you guys were talking about, your uncles would tell you, "Don't cry, be a man." My mother used to tell me that.
My dad used to tell me that.
Like my mother,
And my
my
mom too.
mom used to tell me like, "Man, the fuck up, nigga."
Yeah.
Like because my
My
mother,
mom too.
for all aspects, my mother is my father.
My aunts.
You get what I mean? Yeah.
Everybody.
My mother's a
Yeah.
tough cookie, and so was my grandmother. Now my grandmother's a whole different thing because she showed no love, and I had a lot. I honestly believe it's because me and my brother were dark skinned, but that's besides the point. We won't get into that.
And you still see it nowadays. Like if you go
Yeah.
to Puerto Rico, I still hear it today. Parents telling their kids, "Men don't cry." You know, if you're a man, you gotta be strong.
Yep.
But we men have feelings too, not just women. Trust me.
Listen, I got 2 boys. I tell them, listen, yeah, it's okay to cry.
It's okay to be sad.
You can cry. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want. Okay, but just let me tell you this: don't take it in as much.
Let it out.
Let it out.
It's better to
It's
let it
better to let it out. Don't
Release it. It's like a pressure cooker, man. We were talking about pressure
Yeah.
cookers, earlier.
Yep.
If you keep continuing pressure, that pressure's got to go somewhere.
Yep.
And the thing
Eventually, it's
is-
going to explode.
And the thing is, you want to stop the cycle, right? Like, my daughter's a girl and she's 14, and I see myself in her. My daughter it will take everything for me to drag something out of my daughter in terms of how she's feeling.
Oh, talking to you?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're feeling sad, for me to be like, hey, you know what's going on? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. She does her dad. She is her dad. And that's me. Hey, heck, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. And then all the years that I was going through depression, if you came to my house, you would never know. Because the minute somebody came in, I turned it on.
Yeah.
The same funny person that I am on a normal basis, but I turned it on.
You
And
did
I can
it
still
alone.
do it. I can still do it.
Yeah, you did it alone in your
Yeah.
on your own.
And like, oh no, I'm good. Yeah, Hector's great. He's the funny. He's the life of the party. Inside, I'm dying. And the minute I'm by myself, it's like a cloud of darkness.
It's like turning off the light.
Yeah.
Gunk. It's
And
done.
literally, all I want to do is live on my little island of the couch and flip through channels and eat shit and smoke cigarettes. This is back then when I did that, and smoke weed and be in this fucking fog is what it felt like. Just a sad, a fog of sadness is the best way I can describe it. That's what I always try to tell people when I explain to them what I would feel. And it's like almost like a lack of feeling. You don't feel anything but this sadness, this profound sadness that you can't explain why you feel it.
You don't know where it's coming from.
You don't know where it's coming from. Everything could be going great in your life. You could have a new job, because I've gone through bouts of depression after buying a house, after doing all the goals and things that I wanted to do. You still succeed and you still feel that emptiness and that sadness. And that's what it is. And if that's what you're feeling, guys, talk about it.
Reach out.
Get the help. If medication is required for you, do so. I tried it, did it for a while. I don't feel that it did what I needed it to do, but that I don't condemn it because of that. It just didn't work for me. Yeah. My child, if anything, did it for me. I still deal with it now. Now I'm able to realize almost now that I'm going through it. Like, and you know, you kind of do things to snap yourself out of it.
Try to come out of it, or reach out now
Or
that
talk,
that you understand it,
Yeah.
how it feels, and how you could release it. Then you know, once you start. But it's difficult. I'm gonna tell you something.
Very
It
difficult.
is difficult.
Yes.
And it doesn't. It
To
feels like
talk
it's
to
never gonna get
somebody
better.
It
is so difficult to share your feelings. At least
For
for
me
me,
too.
it is so difficult to explain.
Yeah.
To explain my feelings,
Yeah.
to explain what's going on in my head.
Yep.
It is extremely difficult, man. And
this
I still
conversation-
deal with it today.
And this conversation would have never happened 10 years ago. It's with age
Yeah.
that you kind of come around and realize all that machismo bullshit is just that. It's
That's what it is,
bullshit.
bullshit.
It's bullshit because
all bullshit.
it doesn't make you more attractive to women.
Nope.
It doesn't make you more of a man. In my opinion, it makes you less of a man. Being able to be in touch with your emotions and discuss your emotions and communicate to people how you're feeling, to me, is the ultimate. That's a man. That's what my definition of a man should be able to be. I need to be able to look at my daughter and be like, you know what? You are the most important thing in the world to me. I love you. That with I would die for you. Like, and that doesn't make me less of a man. Being able to say that I love my wife wholeheartedly, that I'm so happy she's in my life. That doesn't make me less of a man to be able to be in touch with that. And when I am not feeling that, when I'm feeling sad, it's okay to talk about that too.
Yeah. And what about, talk about mental health and all that stuff. What about being like affectionate and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
That's hard for me.
It's super hard for me too.
It's
you
been
know,
a problem in relationships my whole life.
I was talking to my brothers the other day. I was like, you know what? I was never, ever, and nothing against my parents,
Right.
but I was never taught how to be lovable, man.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, the
See,
honest truth.
That's one thing about me. I'm very romantic.
Not me.
My wife can tell you. She's like,
Yeah.
you know, that's one thing about me. I'm very romantic, and I'm like, you know, that's just me. So that part of
good.
me that's not a problem for me, that part. My parts is all in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how the hell do I get this out of here?
Yeah.
Because I still see trauma in my head. Like, I still see things saying to me, oh, you're not good enough, or come on, or
Everything's going good now, but
everything's
just
going
wait.
good.
Yeah.
Just wait. But
It's going to go, yeah.
It's going to go like this for
Waiting
you.
for the other shoe to drop. I do that a lot too.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
You know, it's that's right, man. And you know, I was talking to a therapist not too long ago, 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and I say it all the time: live in the present, man. Forget the fucking future. You're not a psychic. You're not a 8-ball. You live now, because if you're thinking about the future, you're not living now.
Yeah.
If you're thinking ahead, you're forgetting everything that's happening
And
right
if you're
now.
living in the
And
past,
it's gonna
same thing.
pass by you.
And
if you live in the past,
same thing.
it's like an anchor.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
You're gonna be held back by an anchor,
That's
and
my
it's gonna
problem.
drag you down. I'm saying it, but guess what? I do it all
Still
the
do it.
freaking
It's easy
time.
to say it.
So
It's
do
very
I.
hard to do it.
It's super hard to do it, man. I'm still working on it.
Like-
Still working on it.
Piggybacking off what you said, like my mother, and she knows, we talk about it now. Now it's different. Now every time I talk to my mother, she tells me she loves me. But when I was a kid, because my mother was a single mom with 4 kids, 5 at one point, 5 kids. And my mother told me she loved me on my birthdays. And that
Wow.
might be a lot, because she actually broke my tooth on my birthday and forgot that it was my birthday, even though it's her birthday. We have the same birthday. I love my mother. My mother was great, an awesome mom. She did the best she could. My mother had me when she was 20. But my sisters had a different childhood than I had, than me and my brother had, because she grew like the rest of us grow, right? But my mother didn't tell me she loved me.
So you're the oldest.
I'm the second oldest. My brother's a year older than me.
So the way I see it, and again, in my opinion, it's like I'm the oldest. So I was the guinea pig.
Yeah.
They were learning with me.
Me too.
They were learning how to raise kids with me.
What's the difference in age between you and the next brother?
I'm almost 50, and Joel, he was born in 78, so 3 years.
3 years.
yeah.
Okay. So me and my
Not that
brother-
much, but they
me
were
and my
learning on
brother
me. So
we're a year apart, so it's like she was learning with both of us, because you know what I mean. Like my brother was still. So me and my brother went through everything together, and every mistake that a brand new parent would make,
yeah,
she made it with both of us. And again, I love my mother, and I would not trade her. She is the best, and she knows. She's like one of my best friends in the world, and we have a great relationship now. But that comes with age and learning, as we talked about earlier.
and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why or how they did it, because none of us. I don't have a book on how to raise my kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We do. I just try my best and
To do better than my
better
parent
than
did.
before.
That's the point.
Exactly.
I think that's the all of our points. But yeah, and then it's coming. I think it has a lot to do with where we come from.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
culture that we come
Yes.
from is specifically Puerto Rican, Dominican. The Latin male is a very machista individual,
Mhm.
and it's just like your strength is the only thing that matters, and being that stoic, I can handle anything individual.
Mhm.
And the reality is, because at times that you feel weak and you communicate that in my opinion proves that you're stronger, because it's in the moment it's easy to stuff shit down, right? Yeah. It's easy to just keep hold it
A
and
lot
ignore it.
A lot easier than because
Dealing.
it's scary. It's scary to tell
Yeah.
somebody. Like I said, it's scary to tell somebody how you feel.
Yeah.
It's just that's how it is. It's like for me, I was terrorized to tell somebody how I felt, or if I was sad, or if I was emotional. It was scary to me.
Yeah.
That's
And conveying emotion in general for men.
And how I
always
found
difficult.
out I really had the problem like up here, like from my upbringing and stuff like that, is when I was taking my emotions out on my kids.
Oh yeah.
When I see what was happening to me when I was their age, and then I did it to them, I was like, whoa, it took me back. Because I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's my uncle.
I'm doing the same thing.
I'm doing the same thing to my kids with my uncles, and they were doing to me.
Yeah.
And my wife told me the same thing. She's like, listen, you need to calm down because your shit you're putting on them.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to look at yourself.
Yeah.
And those are things that I've grown on, you know. But it's the other shit.
And the funny thing is, coincidentally enough,
you know,
like I see my mom and your mom. There's a lot of similarities in our mothers because they were tough women who did a lot of it on their own. They never had.
My mom was 17 when she had me.
Yeah, my mother was
single,
Single.
Yeah, tough.
You know,
My mother was
the
18
guy-
when she had my brother 19.
The guy that she was with a white guy. I thought he was my father for the first 3 years of my life.
Wow.
First 5 years of my life. I'm sorry. So when I turned 5, my real father came in the picture. And I looking at this motherfucker like, who the fuck are you?
You didn't even know him.
I didn't know him.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I remember all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
From when I was 3. I remember from 3 years
Because
old.
it's trauma.
Wow.
All the way up until I was 9, 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
That's
after 9, 10, 13, my father left.
really.
Yeah, so.
I was 1. At least you got those. He left when
I
I was
was-
1.
But
I was-
remember, me and my brother are 12 years apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have
Oh.
a brother. He's middle brother. He's 12 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then from my middle brother to my third brother, he's 9. He's 7 years apart.
Wow. So
You
big
know.
gap, yeah.
They're big gaps.
Yeah.
So me and my brothers, we get along, but we don't get along.
Different generations.
Different
Yeah.
generations. You know, I love my brothers to death. Don't get me wrong, but it's not that brotherly love.
Not as close because
Not as close.
You think it's because of the gap age, or
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I was 12. I was in the streets playing
Yeah.
baseball and sports and shit. You know, so and DJing.
Yeah.
You know, because I started when I was 9 years old.
Holy crap! Wow.
Yeah. So
We were the same way with John because he was little and I left when I was 20 and he was, because he was born in 83, I think 82. So he was little when I came back. He's already a grown man. So we're not, now we're a little bit closer because we live, together and stuff like that. But before that, we never talked.
Yeah.
I never talked to him. Hardly talked to him. I didn't even have his phone number, to tell you the truth.
Me and my
When I
brother
was in
grew
the-
up together, so it
that's-
was different.
that's like me and my brothers now. We hardly speak.
Wow.
Hardly speak. My mom keeps us in a group chat. So once in a while, just hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Blah blah blah. Thinking about you guys. Love you. Blah blah blah. Hope you guys doing good. And that's about it. Other than that, they'll call, hey, how's the kids? Happy birthday, all that dumb shit. So, but other than that,
Me and my
That's
brother were
tough. Gap
different.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
My sisters were like 9 years younger than us. Me and my brother, being a year apart, we were best friends forever until high school, basically, almost, because like everything we did it together.
That's how me and Joy were.
Yeah,
until
like
I
everything
left.
we did it together. We had all the same group of friends. All of us hung out together. It was just normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but my brother, like we talk about it, some of the shit that we dealt with as kids, like no lie, I was 10 years old and I came home one day and there was 2 federal agents tied up in my living room.
Holy crap.
None of that is a lie. 100%
Wow.
true. Just to put it in perspective, the gentleman that was my father was one of the biggest drug dealers in Miami in the 80s that you could think of. He died from that life. He got shot in the middle of the street, but I've seen that. This man escaped from jail in Jamaica. He got locked up in Jamaica with a boatload of coke and marijuana.
Damn.
Broke out of the jail in Jamaica, not in Jamaica, in the Bahamas. Broke out of the jail in the Bahamas, broke into the police impound yard, stole his boat with all the drugs on it, and made it back to the United States. Showed up at my door at 2 o'clock in the morning. His feet were all fucked up. He was all sunburned. He looked like he'd been in a castaway.
Wow.
my mother went to court. This is all true stuff. He got locked up. My mother went to court to see him in court. Went to the court date. He got convicted. He said, okay, bye. She said bye to him in the courtroom. Went to the car, got in the car, drove home, pulled into the garage. Garage door came down. She heard. And nigga escaped, hid in the trunk of the car that she was in. He didn't realize it. 3 days later, we moved to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, crap. Wow, bro.
So these are just the little things that I can remember now that are a joke. But I mean, aside from watching my mother be battered for years, domestic violence, watching that on a regular,
That's another thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like these are all things that we see that are burned in my head. And I've never laid a hand on a woman in my life.
Nope.
Never. And like, we break the cycle. We do better. I if there's anything that I'm proud of, that whenever I need to remind myself that I'm worth something, I think of all the cycles that I broke with my daughter, who's a beautiful, intelligent, well-adjusted girl that I hope she turns out nothing like me.
That's what it's crazy that you say that. And that's the one thing I tell my kids. I tell, the one thing that you can do for me, it's be better than me.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want you to do.
That's what I tell my boys.
What I did was be better than my father. And I know I'm better than my father.
100% guaranteed.
So all I want you to do is be better than me. That's it.
Yeah.
If you do that, I'll be the happiest person in the world.
I agree. 100%.
That's all I want you to do. That's it. You'll make me happy.
God bless. That's like, I think that's the goal of every parent, is just to watch their kids do better than them.
Be better than me. That's it. Just do better than me.
And she's already better than me, because when I go, she's going to have a home.
That's awesome.
Because I'm leaving my house to her. It's the first time in my family. Like, my mother would have done that for all of us, but she couldn't. She couldn't. She just couldn't.
Tough.
So the fact that we're all doing that, my sister owns home, she's going to leave that to her kid. Generational stuff that we can leave them and leave them better than when we left.
Same here. I'm leaving, like, I'm not going to tell them, but I got stuff for them lined up.
Yeah, of course.
When I'm gone, they're going to be okay.
Whatever I have, it's essentially,
they're going to be okay.
Whatever I got here, when I go, there's your keys. That's all yours.
Exactly.
And that's the only reason I did it.
Just be good. Be a good person, man. That's it.
If I didn't have a kid, I would have never bought a house. I would have lived in a rented home my whole life. I'm good.
Right.
But I need something to be able to leave her, and these are the ways that I've been able to get past those mental health issues that we were talking about.
The kids.
It's just doing. Honestly, it's my child.
Yeah.
She was 100% the cure. Her and my wife. But I have to give the credit. It's that little kid. When you hold that little kid and you know that every breath she takes is going to be at your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your responsibility to make sure that every one of those breaths continue to happen. And
I didn't sleep for 48 hours when my son was born.
I would just watch her.
I just watched them.
Like, I cannot fuck this up. That's what you keep thinking to yourself, right? You cannot fuck this up.
And also you're telling yourself, I'm going to be better than my father.
Yeah.
Every minute.
Every minute I was telling myself, I'll be there for you. I'm not going to be like your grandfather.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Yeah, and I tell my daughter all the time, you know me. That's already better than my dad.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He's still alive.
Yeah,
Wait, no, I'm sorry. He died recently. The sperm donor.
Dad?
Yeah, like recently, like over the last year, the sperm donor. But like, but he's your
stepdad is still alive.
My stepdad died. The man that I consider my father, the one that I talked about, he died when I was 11. The one with the federal agents, he died when I was 11. He was shot in the streets. But my biological, the sperm donor, he died in Dominican Republic being a fucking douchebag beating up his sister. He's a fucking he's a piece of shit. But bottom line is, I know that I did better than him for sure, and even better than the man who raised me, because at least he was there, as imperfect and as fucked up as he was there. At least
He was a provider.
Yeah, a very good provider.
Yeah.
Everything else was a problem. Obviously, he threw me in pools, beat my mom. You know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy.
He held a gun to my baby sisters. They were fucking 3 months old, fighting with my mom, pointing a gun at them. I remember being there.
Your baby sister?
Months. Twins. The twins. They were months old on a bed. And he argued with her, and they were having an argument. And he pulled out a gun. I remember standing in front. Just standing in front like he'd shoot me. I was a little kid. I was fucking
Bro, all that trauma.
11 years old. You don't forget that, bro.
Yeah.
And another time, he was
Stays with
beating
you.
my mom, and me and my brother ran out to try to defend her, and we ended up getting our ass beat. My brother picked up a sword and everything because he had like this katana swords. You know, they weren't sharp. They were just for decorations. My brother was trying to protect his mom. We didn't know any better.
Wow.
And we ended up getting our ass beat. And that was pretty much, that was the thing.
You
for
know,
a
I
while.
think a lot of, I don't want to put a percentage or anything like that, but when you go back to the 70s,
Yeah.
when we were born,
80s, yeah.
a lot of the marriages were
Were that.
basically what you
Domestic
were explaining.
violence, yeah.
A lot of domestic violence,
Yeah.
a lot of,
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, because I lived it and I saw it and it's
And
just,
we don't talk about it.
yeah, we don't
talk
because
about it because we think that,
because
it
we were
didn't affect
told-
me.
Yeah.
But it does affect us in everything that we do, every decision
were-
that we make.
And we were told, whatever goes on in the house
Stays in
Stays
the
in
house.
the
stays in the house.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing to
Yep.
nobody.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So we didn't have nothing to tell nobody.
That's the truth,
Could.
man.
You know, you couldn't because then you get your ass whipped or whatever it is. But
Even when I think, and again, I love my mother and I love my dad, but when I think of some of the ass whoopings that we took as kids,
oh yeah,
bro, my mother would be in jail.
I would be going if I was to do this shit. What I got done to
Yeah.
me as a child,
Bro.
to my kids now,
Yep.
I would be fucking beheaded.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
in jail.
you'll be done.
Okay.
15, 20 years in jail. Guaranteed.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm t-
And we're not talking about belts, guys.
No.
No, we're talking about extension cords in
Heavy
the
duty
shower,
stuff.
Yeah,
fucking wire hangers,
kneeling on rice
on
in the
rice
corner,
and beans.
kneeling on a
Yeah.
paton
Oh, yeah.
in the corner.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
My dad beat me with a wiffle ball bat once.
Or
Bats.
as you're sitting there on your hand, on the knees, putting your forehead on
The wall.
on the wall, get your head off the wall.
Yeah.
As they're smacking you in the back of the head. Get your head off the wall.
Yeah.
Stand up straight.
And
Bro, that
Yeah.
takes a lot on
Yeah.
a child, man.
yes, it does.
I would never.
Not
do
only that, but
shit
it-
to my kids.
I you realize at first, like I realized, not so much with my daughter. Thank God, I had my sisters before that, and I had a bunch of nieces and nephews. But you realize how quick your reaction is to want to be like, "Hello,
Yep, yep.
get the back,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
back of my hand like you used to do." And
And
you
that's
know,
what I was
I
doing
spanked
to
my
boys.
sisters. I spanked my sisters when
because
they were
that's what
babies.
that's how we
That's what we learned.
that's what we learn.
Yep.
Because I go back to kids don't come with instructions, man.
Yep.
I don't know how to raise kids.
Yeah.
I learned from my parents.
That's how you learn.
You learn
trial and
getting-
error.
You learn from getting your ass whipped.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, this is how we're supposed to teach them.
hmm But it doesn't work
But-
like that.
But it doesn't
I
work
remember
like
having to go to school, like my brother having to go to school with a black eye and lie to the teachers because you can't tell them your mother hit you.
that. Yeah.
Bro, marks in the back, marks
Yeah.
in the legs.
I remember.
welts.
I remember CPS coming to the house.
Yeah. I
Because
never
the-
got CPS. My mother said, "Go ahead,
'Cause the
call. You got to
neighbor
make it to the phone.
That's another.
You got to make it to the phone, nigga.
No,
Go ahead, call."
The neighbor called on my mom.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we lived in a 3-story,
Yeah.
so we only had, it's a
Tarzan
3-story
Project.
building.
Shout out.
Tarzan Project, baby. Watch that. BX. But anyway, so I lived on the second floor. So the lady right across from us called, on my mom. So I was always crying or whatever it was.
Heard the rockets. Yeah.
You know, next thing I know, CPS is at the door, and they're in my kitchen. They're talking to me, and I remember this shit. I'm 4 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what's crazy? Think about it like this.
Wow.
As rough as our parents were, how rough were their parents?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
My mom, yeah, I could tell.
My
mom
mother
told me
tell
some
you stories
bro.
about her grandmother, how she used to whoop her ass
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom got abused too, man.
But my mom used to tell me stories. She used to wake up at 4:35 to go pick ajíes, which is like peppers.
Peppers, yeah.
Peppers at the
Ahí se dulce.
ajíes dulce. And they had a farm, like kind of like a farm. They used to sell vegetables and stuff. They grow their own stuff and sold it. That's how they grew up.
They made their money, yeah.
in Puerto Rico. So she used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go pick that stuff up, then walk to school, get her stuff showered, go walk to school, which was miles away, and then come back home to go finish
Working.
farming or whatever it was, cleaning, cooking. So imagine doing that today with our kids.
And now
they can make
imagine As rough as your parents were, our parents were.
Oh yeah.
And how rough were their parents? How rough were our great grandparents?
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
Like, you get what I mean? And my point is, throughout generations, we get better with these things.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the point is to break these cycles. But it's just that, we have things to be proud of. The things that we've done with all of our kids, everybody sitting at this table. Yeah. I'm proud of both of you. You guys have your kids are practically grown.
They're grown. Yeah.
My daughter's 14. Your kids are, you're just getting started. You still got like 10 years, 12 years left.
My boy's only 8 and 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you still got time.
My daughter's a freshman in high school, and it's like, yeah, I can be proud of what I've done.
Hell yeah.
And it's okay to fucking say it.
And it doesn't matter how bad you think your day or your how bad your thoughts are. You should always think about those positive. I'm telling you, those positive things that you have done. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, everybody has something great they have done.
Yeah. Look at me now. I got my LLC going.
Exactly.
My New York company, absolutely.
Big Rob Drip Company.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Shout out Big Rob Drip.
So
order your t-shirts.
Check them out. Yeah.
Facebook link.
Check out the t-shirts.
Right on there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah. By the way, this is one of them too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Want
to see my face? But yeah, and guys, again, it's just okay. It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
It's 100% okay not to be okay. And I know you guys have all scrolled through TikTok videos and you see so many girls, so many women talking about it's okay to not be okay and to have these feelings. It's absolutely true. And that also extends to us, fellas. Mm-hmm. It is okay not to be okay. Talk to the people you love. Talk to people close to you. If that doesn't work, talk to a professional. But get that help and realize that you are worth more than what your societal roles are. You are not just a protector. You are not just a provider. You are not just those things. You are a man, and you're allowed to have all the feelings that we have. They come along with being that vulnerable, being hurt, being sad. All these things are okay. And if that's what you're feeling, talk to the right people. Get the help that you need. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I think all of us are examples of that. Is it perfect every day? No. We still have struggles that we deal with. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it. Because when you come home and you sit down on the couch and you look across to the woman you love and your child and the people that you care about, that's what matters. Everything else is irrelevant.
And it's okay. It's okay to speak to your partner about how you feel.
Yes.
Let them know what you're going through and let them know what you're thinking today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Communicate things. Always have that open communication with your partner.
I agree.
Because if you don't, they're going to try and read your mind. Yeah. And it's gonna be worse than ever. It's never gonna work that way.
Yeah, they don't know what you're going through if you don't tell them.
Yeah, so
and I did that for years.
It's just if you have the open mind to have them have an open mind about what you're going through, they'll understand you. And sometimes when you're going through something, they'll see it, and then they'll just hug you for no reason. Then you'll know, okay, she understands what I'm going through right now. And then, everything will be fine after that, So, and if nobody's told you today or any day, I love you.
And you mean something.
And you mean something, and you're worth everything.
Yeah.
All right? You're a man. Yes, you're a man, but you're also a human being.
Yes. We have emotions.
We have emotions. We have hearts, we have hearts too. So take that and just do whatever you need to do for yourself. All right?
And you know what's going back to your partner? If you got a partner, and I'm going to tell you this, if you have a partner that does the same thing that's making you, like that abuse, and making you, why are you crying? Why, go, and Puerto Rican, eres un maricón, or you're a pussy.
Yeah.
That is not your partner.
That's not your partner.
Let them go.
Yep.
It's going to hurt.
Yep.
For a little bit, but you're going to be better for it. You're going to be so much better.
That person is just helping you perpetuate that cycle that we've been talking about ending.
They're bringing you more down.
And they're bringing, those people are there to secure you into that cycle, and that's not what we want.
Because there's women, the truth is that there's women and men out there that's what
Toxic.
they do.
They're just toxic.
That's what they do. They make it worse.
They
Just
do.
let them go. Let them go and reach the help. And the worst thing you can do is just keep following that stuff up
Yep.
because
and not
you never
sharing
know.
it.
You never know when it's gonna explode.
The worst kind of woman is a narcissist woman.
Yes.
And those are the type of women you want to stay away from.
Yep.
So, the
Church.
you know,
Completely agree.
Listen, yeah.
This is a topic we could talk all day about.
really.
I'm telling you, and I'm sure we're gonna expand on it once we get the entire group. But we wanted to break the ice.
Yeah, because
Break the ice with this.
We were having a conversation, me and Henny. Well, actually, I just woke up one day feeling pretty down. And I talked to my wife and I talked to my daughter and da-da-da-da. And you know, you go start with your social media, you're looking at stuff, and I just started looking at some things on TikTok, some self-affirming things, which are great. But it's just, I realized how many of them were geared towards women, and me being a man in that moment needing just those little things of affirmation. It's like there wasn't such a viable avenue for me to find that. It was a little, I mean, if I looked enough and I found, but I just think that we should really start that topic of conversation. And listen, all the crazy stuff that are happening in the world, it makes everything seem so dark. But the reality is, all those people who are doing all these really dark things comes right back to mental health.
Yeah.
If those people would communicate, so much of these things could be avoided. They could get the help they need, and get the support that they need, so that these things don't happen. So I just want to encourage everybody watching: if you have a penis and you fucking create testosterone, talk about how the fuck you feel. And if you're feeling sad, it's okay. Guess what? I'm feeling fucking sad.
It's okay to be sad.
It's okay to be sad.
And and don't think that the president we have now doesn't have mental problems,
Everybody has
We all
mental
do.
problems.
because his father
Was tough.
was
Yeah.
very tough
Yeah,
on
yeah,
him.
yeah.
So that's where he gets all his shit from.
And the point
Okay.
is, I don't think these government officials, these leaders that we have, talk about this enough nowadays. And it's so relevant to so much of the problems that we have.
Stigma.
And I think we need to talk about this. And I think by doing that, like a fucking cascading waterfall, all that stuff
Floodgates will
will
open.
help us figure out a lot of the other issues that we have.
And it goes back to
Ultimately, it's
everything.
being healthy here.
Yep, completely agree. And it goes back to everything, to gun control,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because all that crazy stuff that's going on in the world today.
It's not the guns. It's the people with mental health issues who are handling the guns.
Yes. Completely agree. So
This is a topic that is relevant. This is the topic we should have been having after the Charlie Kirk tragedy.
exactly.
This is what we needed to be talking about, because that kid that did what he did clearly had mental health issues. The kid that did what he did in Connecticut with that elementary school all those years ago, and every time there's a school shooting every other day in this country,
All of them.
it's mental health. That is the issue that we need to be discussing on a regular basis.
And we don't talk about it enough.
We don't talk about it nearly enough.
Listen, I talk to my boys, especially my 8-year-old, because he's well and know he knows more now.
Mature for
He's
you.
an
More
older soul.
mature, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I talked to him about bullying and you know the bullies at school. I said, if they're bullying you, they're not your friends, or if your friends are not helping you deal with the bullies, those are not your friends.
No.
So I say you need to find different friends, speak up, don't let the bullies bother you, okay? I say you have a voice, okay? You're able to speak up for yourself.
Yep.
I said, so you do that.
That's great.
And listen, there's a double-sided coin to everything, because you know what? He's absolutely right. But you want to know something else? I guarantee that bully is having a tough
Mental
life
health
himself.
too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's some shit going on
And
in
that's
his
what
house
I tell
that's
him.
causing him to lash out.
And that's what I tell him. I said, listen, he's bullying you because at home he's
probably
getting
being bullied.
bullied.
Yeah.
I said either his
Mother,
brother,
father,
his father, his sister, whoever's at home is bullying him. partner. I said, so for him to bully you, he sees you as the weakest person. I said, so try to be his friend. Try to be his friend. I said, if he doesn't want to be your friend, then you know you can't get to him.
Let him go.
Just let him go.
Yep.
But don't let him bully you, because that's not right either.
Don't take it, because then it's going to affect you. It's going to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't want nothing to affect you, because we don't do that to you.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, it's like we were always taught as kids, you know, especially talking about bullies. We talk about, you know, standing up for yourself. And I'm 100% behind that. 100%. Anybody in school, if you have to defend yourself, you defend yourself. Yeah. And it's like, but at the same time, right now, I don't know that if somebody hit my daughter, she would hit them back. And that's just because, in my opinion, the great job that I've done to I've raised such an empathetic girl. You get what I mean? Which is great for the world, but it's very dangerous for her.
She'll tell the teacher versus,
Like, I'm glad that I raised an empathetic girl, but it's, and as happy as that makes me, it's very dangerous for her. Yeah. You get what I mean? She's setting herself up for some heartache in life in general, but it's kind of like, I'm glad because I didn't want to raise a robot. I didn't want to raise myself.
Yep.
Empathy was not a thing that I learned to have until I was well into my 30s or 40s. I just wasn't, you know, you grow up in the city, there's a million people living in your building. Yep. You get what I mean? It's just like, I don't have time to worry about everybody else.
Exactly.
I'm trying to survive and keep these roaches out of my cereal.
Yep.
You get what I mean?
That's the truth.
So I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad that I raised a kid who does feel for other people. You know, because I know that I didn't. I just know I know that I didn't. You know, my mentality was always like, oh well, he got caught up. That's his problem. He caught the L. You took the L, buddy.
We were always in our our lane. I'm gonna stay in the lane. You crashed, okay? You crashed. Bye. See ya. You know,
hyper aware. Like, you know, just because there's always in my head, it's just always something bad's around the corner.
Yeah.
And I lived my life that way for a long time, and I still catch myself constantly doing it. To the point my wife tells me sometimes, you got to lighten up. Like, it's, you know, it's not
relax.
Everything's always the end of the world.
Yeah. And nothing
is.
It's just today.
I'm still here.
It's just
Live
all up
today.
Yes.
Worry about tomorrow.
Yes.
That's the best I can give you.
That's it.
Worry about today. Forget tomorrow. You can worry about tomorrow.
And you can't ever change yesterday.
Exactly.
So you learn from it and you let it go.
Lessons learned and archive it, as we say.
We're all imperfect. We make mistakes, guys. Cut yourself a break. If I can say anything now in closing while we're getting ready to get out of here, I'm going to tell you, every man watching this, first and foremost, you are worth it. Number one, you are worth it. Number two, you have done good while you've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Recognize that, embrace that, own that, and everything else, as I said, communicate, talk, communicate your feelings, get the help you need. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you stronger.
Yeah, it's going to make you a better man.
It's easy to ignore a problem. It takes a man to deal with it and admit there is a problem. Yeah. So please, guys, I love you all. You're worth it, and keep talking. Keep talking.
Yes. And with that one, we'll catch you guys. Okay? We'll see you on the next one.